The morning sun cast long shadows as Francis and Elizabeth walked in silence. Francis fidgeted, the events of the previous night weighing heavily on his mind. About last night," he began tentatively. Elizabeth cut him off, her voice firm. "I don't want to talk about it." Francis nodded, the unspoken words hanging between them. The silence stretched, thick and uncomfortable. Finally, Elizabeth broke it, her tone inquisitive. "Was it your first time?" She paused, then added, "Because while I was working for you, I never saw you with any other girl. I even thought you weren't into girls." A wave of confession washed over Elizabeth. "That's because I liked you. I have always loved you, Elizabeth. I didn't know how to tell you because of my parents. Plus, I wasn't sure if you liked me too. I guess I was scared of rejection." Elizabeth stopped walking and Francis halted beside her, his heart pounding in his chest. "Don't you love me?" he asked, his voice laced with vulnerability. "If I waited this long, I don't think you will reject me, right?" Elizabeth sighed, her expression a mix of tenderness and resolve. "Francis, you have to concentrate on your studies for now. I will give you an answer only when you secure a job." Her words hung in the air, a bittersweet promise for a future that was yet to be earned. Elizabeth's transformation was hard to miss. She began curating her wardrobe with care, each outfit a statement. Evenings that once belonged to quiet domesticity were now filled with late-night outings. Francis couldn't ignore the shift. Each time he tried to voice his concerns, Elizabeth would brush him aside, her eyes glazed over as if he were speaking a foreign language. Francis was left to grapple with a growing unease, his complaints echoing unheard in their once shared space. One afternoon, Francis's worst fears materialized before his eyes. He spotted Elizabeth emerging from a sleek private car. The scene unfolded in slow motion. Elizabeth and a man locked in an embrace, exchanging intimate touches. A surge of anger propelled Francis forward. He stormed towards them, his voice raw as he called out Elizabeth's name. Elizabeth turned, a flicker of surprise in her eyes quickly replaced by a calculated composure. "Oh, Francis, you're here," she said, her tone dripping with false sweetness. "Baby, meet my brother, Francis." "Francis, this is my Superman, Adinkra." The words "my brother" hung in the air, each syllable a sharp sting. Francis reeled, the world tilting on its axis. In that moment, something within him began to unravel.